I'm Macy Eglund. Only a Newsday, the star witness in the corruption case against former Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano is out of prison. Singh was released last week. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison in 2023 for financial crimes. The Long Island restaurateur testified against Ed and Linda Mangano at 2 trials that ultimately led to their corruption convictions. The Shirley man accused in a vicious attack at Adventureland is expected to be sentenced today. Police say Daniel Tomaski stabbed a Florida man after a dispute between several people at that amusement park in 2024. The victim was left in critical condition. Nassau's finest are getting ready to say goodbye to one of their own. Wake services are being held for Officer Patricia Espinoza tomorrow in St. James. Her funeral mass is Thursday morning in Smithtown. Espinoza was killed driving to work Saturday morning when police say Matthew Smith ran a red light in Smithtown and hit her car. He's charged with DWI. Governor Hochul has a big lead over Bruce Blakeman in the race for governor. A new Siena poll of registered voters has her 26 points ahead of her likely Republican opponent, Nassau's county executive. She's also leading over Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado. LIRR service is getting back on track on the Ronkonkoma line. Part of the branch was suspended last night after a train hit a vehicle. Trains are running on only one track between Farmingdale and Deer Park, so expect delays and reroutes. Eddie Bauer is set to file for bankruptcy and close all of its stores nationwide. The outdoor clothing retailer has more than 200 locations. There's only one on Long Island at the Tanger in Riverhead. Well, this is kind of bad news. For the first time ever, the Polar Plunge in Long Beach won't be held on Super Bowl Sunday. It's being rescheduled. It's been postponed until March 15th because, frankly, it's just going to be too cold on Sunday. It's not safe. The annual event raises money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but again, not happening this Super Bowl Sunday. It has been postponed. So let's talk about your Tuesday weather today. Temps trying to reach freezing. We're creeping up there a little bit. Take it while you can because it doesn't last long. It's sunny, highs near 30 in some spots today, but with that wind, it'll feel like it's in the teens once again. Tomorrow looks and feels a lot like today. Enjoy it, like I said, because let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. We stay right around that freezing mark. Look at that, 31, 31, 31, 31. And then we drop back down again. Of course, for your weekend, bitterly cold Saturday and Sunday. Bit of a bump up on Monday, but yeah, we're headed back to those freezing temps.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Mountains of snow still causing problems. More than a week since more than a foot fell on parts of the island. Virginia Huey looks at what crews are doing to help clear the way.
Everything is blocked all over with snow.
For 68-year-old Fred Cohen of Great Neck, bringing a letter to the post office was nearly impossible. His walker got stuck a few times as he tried to get through piles of snow and ice on the sidewalk.
The snow high, there is no way for the people to come in.
Cohen isn't alone. 1 week after Mother Nature dumped nearly a foot of snow on parts of Long Island, many are frustrated with what they're calling slow snow removal.
It's just mounds and mounds of snow, and you can't get parking.
I tried to cross. Who am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't do anything about it. Is the city have to do this? This is their job. All right.
Do you think they're doing a good job?
No.
It's been challenging.
Great Neck Plaza Mayor Ted Rosen said his crew of 7 Department of Public Works employees has been working extra hours clearing snow.
The problem is this snow did not melt the day after. We've continued to experience, as you know, sub-freezing temperatures. So it's very hard now to remove the snow. In many cases, it's turned to ice.
Mayor Rosen said the village is stepping up its snow removal efforts this week by hiring a contractor with dump trucks to move these piles of snow out of the village. Mayor Rosen is also reminding residents to heed the notices to move their cars off the streets and parking lots so the plows can do their work. He said businesses and building owners are responsible for their own snow removal.
Do it when it's fresh.
Nolan Meredith owns an apartment building on Linden Street. He said he had his snowblower out clearing snow the day of the storm.
If you don't get the snow when it's fresh and soft, you just create more problems for yourself. I mean, now it's like concrete.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
You can read more about this story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy. Need to maintain or repair an old solar system? Trust Sun Nation Service to fix it like new.
A skier from West Babylon is getting ready to compete in the Winter Olympics for Jamaica. Ben Dixon has that story.
West Babylon's Rivers triplets, Helena, Henry, and Hanaya, are making history as skiers for Jamaica. Henry will be at next month's Olympics in Italy, but the future for all three is bright.
It feels right for me just to be able to represent the black, green, and gold.
When he's going to be skiing down, he'll be skiing with us too. Like, he'll have us on his shoulders every step of the way.
I'm just really happy that he's made it, he's qualified, and he'll be out there and ski his heart out.
The Rivers are a skiing family at their core, with parents Henry III and Karen, skiers and coaches themselves, teaching the triplets how to ski at only 1.5 years old.
16.5 years later, and we're looking at our son going to the 2026 Milano Cortina Olympics. Pride, there's no level that I could even tell you how happy we are and how proud we are.
Each time it's said, I'm like, wow, that's my little Henry. it hasn't settled in.
The triplets get to represent Jamaica, where Karen is from. Though Helena and Hanaya fell just short in the Olympic qualifying process, their eyes are on 2030 and beyond.
It's not a failure, it's just something that we have to learn, something that will challenge us for the next 4 years to qualify again for the Olympics.
This is just one step in the right direction,
right.
And there are many ups and downs in this sport.
It would mean the world to me, just being there with my sisters. I want this to be inspiring for kids that one day they want to go out and ski because of what we did.
Henry will compete in slalom on February 16th in Borneo. For now, he's treating it as just another race, but he knows what it means to be an Olympian.
Once I cross the finish line, then I'll be, really happy, because it's just like, all the stress and everything, like all the things I've worked up to in my life with my career, it just finally means something.
In my mind, he's already won. I am so proud of him, it couldn't be better.
From West Babylon, Ben Dixon, Newsday TV.
You can read more about Henry and his family on our website, Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. Only a Newsday, a Long Beach woman has taken a dip in the ocean for more than 1,000 days in a row. Jamie Stewart tells us about the meaningful reason why.
For Mindy Doveberg, the journey is beautiful.
I'm so excited now.
Every day, for more than 1,000 consecutive days, the Long Beach native walks to the beach and heads straight to the Atlantic Ocean.
When I'm in the water, I'm constantly cold, but once I bring my hands to my heart and I start deep breathing, my mindset is no longer thinking about being cold. It's really a meditative experience for me once I get out of my head.
Mindy started her journey back in 2022 after her father passed away. She said she wanted to shock the grief out of her system. So every day, rain or shine, sun or snow, she takes a dip into the ocean. And in the winter, it gets pretty cold.
I know that the water was 38 a couple winters ago. The other day, the real feel was 3 degrees. I think that was the coldest that I've done it. So this winter is the worst winter so far.
Mindy's father, Jerry, died in 2021. She says when she began her journey into the ocean, she found immediate results.
But in that moment, it was the first time in a year that I was not thinking about him constantly.
But Dad does come to mind when Mindy writes in the sand, as she does every trip to the sea to mark the day.
I started doing that around 800 because I like the 8. So I started at 800 writing it, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Now I have it.
Others agree. Mindy created her own group, the Sunday Splashers, leading swims every Sunday. But make no mistake, Mindy's journey is hers and hers alone.
When I first started this, I was not going all the way in. So sometimes I like to end by sitting there just to honor how far I've come.
For Newsday TV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
You can see more exclusive content like this on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. See more on these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other streaming services you see here. I'm Macy Egeland. We've got more local news coming up.
Inside look at Long Island businesses as Newsday presents LI Works. Join Ken Buffa as he samples unique jobs and meets the people behind them. LI Works, now available at Newsday.com/LI Works.